showed you dissolving in Houdini versus dissolving in LightWave earlier on. So I could have done the same thing in Blender, but creating a sphere 1500 by 1500 is impossible. It will take forever. Also, 1000 by 1000 will take forever, maybe 15 minutes. The only way to make a dense sphere in Blender is by using 500 by 500, and well, unless you have a fast machine, then you could make it more dense, but I'm quite surprised that Blender cannot kick it when it comes to dense geometry. After all, it's super fast when it comes to sculpting and smoothing dense geometry, but actually creating it just takes forever. And you can see that we're up at what, 15 seconds, going at 20. So creating this 500 by 500 sphere almost takes like 30 seconds. So that's 500 by 500. Both Houdini and LightWave Modeler can kick it at 1500. So there finally, and so that's surprising. But at least once it's created, if only I can remember here how to, there we go. But once it's created, it's quite fast, so just alt click on this. What's going on here? So yeah, just alt click on this, alt and right click to create, or I mean select a loop here and delete, and it is fast, really fast. But creating the geometry is just so slow, and it's just quite surprising, really. Let's try this in Modeler. Okay, it's already set to 1005. And it's going to, yeah, you can pretty much see the speed of this. So what is that, like 15 seconds? About half the time of Blender. So, so that is kind of strange that I was so sure that Blender was going to fly when it came to that, and it just doesn't. So let's try to delete this loop, and that is bang glue. So this is going to take like 6 seconds. Just want to do one more thing just to see if I set this to 500. Okay, it's first going to create. That's kind of like a minus, I guess, because right now I'll have to wait for LightWave to create the object because it says 1500, and then edit it to down to 500 again, and I guess that doesn't quite make sense. Anyway, let's see the speed of 500 compared to Blender. Yeah, that's basically real time compared to Blender. Yeah, 2 seconds. In Blender it took 30. Anyway, so take these guys and band glue them. Okay, so that's pretty much the same speed. Okay, so quite surprised about that, because sculpting in or unsmoothing in LightWave is not fast at all, while it is in Blender. So yeah, something to take note of. Guess Blender is not always a beast.